Hey, good evening. It's a news time. I just bored. I didn't know what to do, Vashi. I don't know. I just sensed you. I just wanted to talk to you and ask you some questions and stuff like that. So so you notice all the Parliament buildings in Ottawa. What color is the roof? You know what color the roof is? It's green. That's right. I have green eyes. That's also right. Beautiful, bright green eyes. I am God. Remember when I said victory is mine? Victory, the Ashy Capello's tree is mine. You work for the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. That's right. I am God, Vashi. Everything belongs to me. Okay, now I want to tell you a few things in that here and stuff. And how do you sense me? Because I noticed that you have an ability to sense when I'm in imperiling danger and doom. You have a seam of a sense to sense me. I like that. I like that a lot about you. That's the one thing I like about you. Yeah, the monarchy. I'm the royal. Like they said that well, we have a claim on those people and stuff. As Tijin, because I am God. Vashi, and two shall not covet. You're not allowed to use sarin gas on people. I'm going to use mustard gas on them. They think they want to use fucking cayenne pepper. Pumping cayenne pepper mixed with sarin gas. The stuff that's just going on in my apartment building is fucking stupid. Now, first rule of thumb, Vashi. It says, you're not to worship the beast or its image. Okay, the beast or its image, beast or its image is violently as the beast Tory or its image or Adam Joseph Chenery. It's not God. All those people, Sass, all those people. Okay, let me help you out with this, Vashi. All the Negroes, all the Aborigines are Negroes. They're not Aborigines. They're trying to pretend they're Aboriginal. Do you know what Aboriginal is? Indian. I'm an Indian. Oriongens. Aboriginals. Aboriginals are the Aboriginal people. And we're First Nation people. Fucking Indians. And the Negroes, the Indians are not Indians, they're Negroes. They decided to name themselves Indians and say that they're First Nation people. You know how they're lying? I'm going to tell you this, okay? You know all the people living in the Yukon Territory, right? All the Indians up there? Okay, all the people that are up north are white, right? Do you know why people are white? Because they don't get much sunlight up north. And there's a lack of sun because they get more sun around the equator. So they lack vitamin D. So their pigment lightened up. Our people's pigment lightened up. So we could get the extra vitamin D. Also because they were bringing more people. They started, the Anunnaki are coveting our earth. They're Nibiru. The Anunnaki, they're coveting our earth, actually. And I have a bit of their bloodline, see a little bit of their bloodline. I don't know if I have much of it, but I know I'm an Oriongen. I know that for a fact and stuff. And my brother, James Ian Werbisky, is Jonathan Ian Werbisky. He's the Baptist. And my real name is James Ian McCall. New West T.A. Meant. Yeah, my name is Dr. James Ian McCall. I was a fighter pilot. I was with the Royal Navy. I flew in Australia. I flew in England. I'm a veteran of 3 wars. I fought in 3 wars. I got bullet holes all over my body. My first peacekeeping mission, I went in my first peacekeeping mission. The first hour, I killed 3 people for raping a 12-year-old. I've been through some horrors in my life. So what I wanted to say is, I'm not trying to get rid of Trudeau. Trudeau's not the Prime Minister. Prime Minister. M-E-N-S. Esther is me. Emmy and Esther is me. Or Estejan. I think there's two of us. There's Estejan. He's the prime minister. And nobody's doing anything about that. I think he has green eyes too. Estejan has green eyes, or either he's green eyes or he has blue eyes. I'm not sure. But either way, he's reptilian like me. That's all that counts. He's Orion, and he's reptilian. I'm reptilian. See, the first people on Earth were reptilian, right? Reptilian even. Yeah. It says reptilian. And that's right, it was a reptilian and stuff. And anyways, so the people in Canada, like, and stuff, they can't even obey 10 commandments. Like, we got the Oakley family that thinking it's their government, like the Yukon government. No. It says not to worship the beast or its image. Tory? Yeah, Terry Tory, or its image. Monique Vanderbrank. Yeah, really, and Tony Beats. Yeah, and every time they get gold, every time Tony Beats has 220 claims bashing, every time he gets money, does he give me any money? No, he doesn't, does he? He offered to God any first fruits, doesn't offer to me to nothing. You know? Yeah, he gave Monique to my brother, and then she cheated on him. Tried to sleep with her, and she didn't want to sleep with him. And then she goes out and cheats on him, and he's like, what the hell? You know, and stuff. He just, what a mind screwed up. And it says, so it says not to worship the West, like, you know, the beast. There's two of them. There's James Ian Warbisky and James Peter Warbisky. It says not to worship those two. I have a blue-eyed brother, and I think I have a green-eyed brother, and we're like the Ark of the Covenant. There's an Aussie one in Australia, green-eyed brother, I think, yeah, and there's me, and I'm Odd, and it says, Odd is the one to restore you to life after death. He has power over all things. England Odd, this is me, right there, and I had a surgery on here and stuff, and I checked on my private parts, and I checked a few other areas, and I don't have the anomalies my brother has. I don't have a scar, and I don't have some of the stuff he does, and they wrecked my wrist, and they tattooed me to look like my brother, and they're lying. I want you to try to get my ID. My name is James Ian McCall. I need to get my ID. I'm going to court in the summertime, and I'm just going to completely bowl the government over, and I'm going to have Trudeau put in jail. Like, he seems to think like the Ahmadian cartel. Ahmadian cartel. Comme si comme ça, vous êtes à la vision du Canadien. Oui, comme si comme ça. Right, the Ahmadian cartel. Cocaine heals. Cocaine is medicinally is what we needed to heal all the people. Now, had I got the right, people didn't like that. People didn't like that because cocaine would have been legal and they wouldn't have been smuggling it in there and stuff. And that's why I think I almost met my demise a few times. And I don't like that. And another thing too, that, you know, when the red and whites, they're not the top either. It's the Mongols that are the top. See, I'm Mongol. My face is part Mongol. I'm Mongol. Yeah, I'm Sicilian. Australian, I'm Sicilian. Yeah, Ringo Starr, Tuart Gaudian, Ringo Starr and Rod Watson from my fathers. And Jim Warbisky, I have Trident Strand genetics. Or Ringo Starr and, I don't know, but I know I look like my uncle anyway. Yeah, so I haven't spoke to you for a while. I apologize about that, and forgive my tardiness and stuff and that, but I'm getting tired of hearing people yap under my floor and stuff like that. Staff Sergeant Steve Sharp, his real name is Randy Hurry, and he's got a criminal record with the RCMP, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police in Whitehorse. He has mugshots and the fingerprints. I need you to get into the vault and get his fingerprints, and if the RCMP don't want to give his fingerprints up, just say that you're gonna take the head of the RCMP and you're gonna put him in jail for the rest of his life, and we're gonna send him down to the States to be executed by lethal injection for kidnapping. I have the power to do that, and because you're with the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, you're my mouth, and you have the power to speak for me. Power of attorney. You didn't know that, did you? Well, if you can sense when I'm in danger and you can be like, whoa, Ian, or me and Tejan, paranoid. Paranoid, do you know what paranoid means? It's me and Tejan. The Ark of the Covenant is not a box. It's the golden angels. We're angelic. We're Orion jinns. That's why my brother said he who comes after me was preferred before me. And I found pictures today of me and my mom. And my mom's got dark green eyes. And I have green eyes, beautiful green eyes and stuff. Yeah, so that's cool. And I don't know about Edgar Jacobuschenko and Ewan Wilson, and they're naming people. They can't clone people and then give them names, Vashi. They're not allowed to do that. In German, that word is called Bedachtun. Bedachtun. Yeah, Flackenhilfen. It means, helping you. Like Bedachtun. They need to have a piece of paper that says they're a clone. That I'm a clone of this person and I'm doing this work and stuff. If I allowed cloning. Now, I didn't tell anybody they could clone anybody now, did I? No, I didn't. I didn't tell anybody they could clone anybody. I know. I got his eyebrows. Star, Ringo Starr, the Star of Bethlehem is me. I have Ringo Starr's eyebrows, I know. So what I want you to do, Vashi, is, you know where I live. I live on 104th Street, and that I want you to dismantle this. I want you to get rid of what's going on. I want you to completely, or I want you to get broadcasting rights to all the stuff that I tell the people, because the Negroes are not from here. They're going back to their own country, or they're going in the ground. They're not reptilian. They're coveting the earth. It says, two shall not covet. He who transgresses in one point is guilty of all. Adam Joseph Chinnery is not Jesus Christ. I mean, they're coveting. It says to stop the LA Jews. It says top the LA Jews. See top the LA Jews. I am the top. You look on the top, you take a look on the top. Okay, you're the Broadcasting Corporation. Are you listening to what I'm really saying? Okay, then why do you and I not have access to those triangles? Oh, you're the Broadcasting Corporation. You work for CBC Broadcasting Corporation. So that means you work for me. So you're my mouth, you're my ass. You belong to me. Don't ever forget that, Vashi. Your ass belongs to me. You want to sleep with someone else, we're done. Do you understand that? Period. Okay? We are done. If you want to sleep with someone else, I am the only person on earth. I am going to remake the entire earth in my image. They don't like that too fucking bad. They don't like that. That's not my problem. See, I didn't tell the Greys they could start ferrying people from fucking all over the universe to our earth and moving people around. There's 3 planets. There's Hain, there's Orion, and then there's Nibiru. There's Hain, there's Orion, and then there's Nibiru, and then there's Earth. Now, I created the whole universe, and I created all the universe, and I created on Orion 2 art Gaudian. Oh, Orion and Hain and Earth. I have Trident Strand Genetics. I created Orion, Hain, and Earth. And the people are coveting. They're coveting. You see the tower, the trident of superiority? Yeah, the Eye of Orisis. Did you know that I actually have the Eye of Orisis? I actually have the glass eye of Orisis. You didn't know that? Oh, yes, I do. So I'm a little bit pissed with what is going on. So I woke up one day bare-ass naked on the floor in Edmonton in this house. I don't remember anything, Vashi. I found out that I'm a war veteran. The unknown soldier in Ottawa is me. I got shot in the head. When I went into Afghanistan, we were doing a troop thing and stuff like that. We were doing a troop flight thing, and then I got shot coming right out of a helicopter or something. I've heard a lot of rumors about me, but I don't care. But we need to get rid of these fucking Nibrus. They need to go because they got to go back to their own Earth. They're not coveting our Earth. They came into our solar system and they started warring with nuclear weapons and stuff. Doesn't matter. Adam Joseph Chinnery, the Negroes are fucked, Vashi. It's not the white people that are the bad people. It's the Negroes. And here we're all killing off the white people. Hitler was not killing humans. Hitler was killing jinns. He was killing it. That's what Hitler was doing. He was killing it. And ironically, I'm related to Adolf Eichmann. I'm a descendant of Adolf Eichmann. And I can tell you this. I know that Eichmann went with his last plea and said to the Holy Land, take your frickin' Jews back, man. Take them back. We don't want a bunch of fucking clones in our country. Well, why is Trudeau letting them in our country then? He's not the prime minister. I am. I'm the crown. The real royal family is me, Vashi. King James II of Scotland, James Richard Werbisky, my father, one of my fathers. I have Trident Strand DNA. And he has the royal bloodline, the Australian bloodline, the real royal bloodline. So if the royal family has my DNA at all, or the royal family's DNA from Australia, they're going to really have a fuck of a hard time explaining why they got that. Yeah. I know I look like my uncle. Shit, an Uncle Pa. Now we need to do something. You need to listen to me when I tell you. Now this timepiece, I tell you, this timepiece is the whole universe. The one that they said Archimedes made, he didn't invent that. We invented this, Uncle Rod. We know the whole solar system. We know how this is. And yeah, I do look like you. And I'm not mad at you. And I'm really not mad at Sid either. I just flipped off because people are doing that. Well, French is mustard gas. I'm going to start making French's mustard gas and gassing people with mustard gas and really burning them. Well, you know what, Uncle Pa? Guess what? They don't have the right to use sarin nerve gas mixed with cayenne pepper on you, do they? They think they're going to harm you. They think they're going to bother you. Then paranoid. You got that right. I'm in the Father and the Father is in me. For the Father entrusts us and leaves all judgment to the Son. Because the Father entrusts the Son knows what the Father knows. Now, if I know what I know, then I know I'm getting this from you. Now, if Vashi can sense when I'm in peril and in danger, then that's something that we need on our team, whether we like that or not. Now, those asses belong to us. That's the first thing we need to do. We need to get the YAP, get control of the YAP in Canada. That's the first thing. I got good news for you, Uncle Rod. That would be right, the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. Yeah, that would make that ours. Now, Golden Gods, Moo, Michelle Oakley, none of them, no. Monique Vanderbrank, well, if she was my wife or there was a French Monique, why are we not together? And why is Tony not giving us money every time that he gets paid? He pulls in a gold haul. Has he honored you, honored me? He hasn't honored me with any money, and I told him that too. Oh, you better, I said, you know, you need to start paying me money, man. You think you're going to run 250 claims in the Yukon Territory and just sit there and do whatever you want? And then, you know, they said to me, well, don't worry, everything's cool. We're just making Volvos. Yeah, but Vi Oakley's not Swedish, and making brand new trucks so the people that drive them get hooked up by the vehicles, that's really not the answer either, now is that? Number one, methane. Methane comes from cows, right? Oh, see, Prometheus, Kenneth sinned. Prometheus sinned. God didn't even spare the angels when they sinned. Ah, that's right, Uncle Pa. You're really smart. You're really starting to catch up with Ringo Starr and me here. Yeah. We're all cool. Yeah, and it says not to make unto thee any graven image or to bow down to them or to worship them. But I don't know where the Uncle Rod is. I don't know where the other Uncle Rod is, Ringo, and I don't know where you are, the other one, Uncle Rod. I found Mom. I found the green eyes. I know my birthday is May 25th. I know that. I know that James Ian Werbisky is covering my ID, and I'm really pissed with that. I want my ID back. I don't know how we're going to do this, Vashi, but you need to get my ID back. And stuff, same as you and Mom had kids, right, Uncle Rod? Because Mom comes from Amelia. Yeah, reptilian. Earhart, that's right. Yeah. Same as Heidi Sutherland was actually my wife. Me and Heidi were supposed to have a kid for the royal family, and me and Heidi were supposed to do that. And then that didn't happen either. Everybody's like, no. In the beginning actually means in the beginning. Our twins would have been me and Green-Eyed Heidi. So that would have been the word. Yeah, well, so we didn't have a kid, or that I don't know if we have kids or not. So I don't know who I'm supposed to be married to. I don't want to just go sleep with anybody. But yeah, no, they're coveting our earth, Uncle Rod. They're from Nibiru. They came here, they blew up a whole bunch of stuff, killed a whole bunch of reptilian, really beautiful reptilian people, just destroyed them all in the flood. Figured they were going to destroy that. Now, I got some information for you that I found out that I don't know if you know. See, I'm about 54, 55. When I turn 80 years old, guess what's going to happen? A celestial event's going to happen. Nibiru's going to come close to the earth again. And there's going to be a big tidal surge. Big tidal wave. And I'm going to really rock the earth. And we're going to get one chance, Uncle Rod. We're going to have one chance. One chance. Unless you already know another way, Ringo Starr and Uncle Rod. If you guys know another way to get those people back to Nibiru, then we either have to get rid of them or get them back to there, because they're not, you can't even look in their eyes. They're all fucked up. They think they're better than us. They're not better than us. The Mongols are the top dog. It says, don't live beyond your means. Ian Ginny, 80,000 feet, 8 toes and feet. So tie toes and tie does in a bit. There, yeah. But tie toes. So that means that me and Ginny are the top. So why the hell is Ginny with Anna? And yeah, Ginny, by the way, you just faced my Sphinx. You people. Why did you do that, you know? I am the Lion King. And there ain't only but one of me. One true king is me. It's James Ian McCall. Just like Che Ernesto Guevara was a doctor. I'm a doctor too. How do you think Che Ernesto Guevara, he had fucking asthma? How do you think he got through his asthma attacks? Well, he used cocaine to help relieve his fucking lungs. For asthma, cocaine. Cocaine is what you use for asthma, to open up the bronchial tubes. A shot of that. Imagine that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know a lot about medicine and a lot about the law and everything. I have a 277 IQ, Uncle Rod. I am the smartest human on earth. Shy of you, maybe. You might be smart. As smart as me. I apologize for freaking out last night. So now you know this, Vashi. You're my mouth. So you got to get on that, you know, like if I'm paranoid then. And you know, another thing too, I can sense when I'm going to levitate. I feel like the earth is turning upside down on me. That's how I know I can levitate. I'm opposites attract. And that's how I know there's two of us, me and Tejan. He's Australian. There's both of us. And we're the royal family, Uncle Rod. Yeah, we have the royal bloodline from the royal family. David Wilcox did the blood tests and stuff. Yep. Look at my eyes. My eyes, like, same eyes as the royal family. And they're coveting my eyes. When I put my eyes on here, they covet them. And they got a clone of me coming on there. Two shall not covet. I can see that. Do not covet my telephone, or I will bury you. Do you understand, Orion? Two shall not covet. Do not covet Uncle Pa and I. So, other than that, Uncle Pa, I'm going to let you go. I love you a lot. I love you, Auntie Ernie. And Vashti, I really care about you, and that's a good deal. If you can sense me like that, Vashti, and you can save my life before those fucked up, weird clones and stupid people hurt me, then that's something I need in my life. I need you to help me with me. I need to get this all done. Because the royal family seems to think that they're in charge. They're not in charge one bit, Uncle Rod. Not even. I own the bank. We own everything. Oh, yeah. How about that, eh? So, yeah, anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Love you lots. And, Rob is... No, Uncle Rod. You know what I'm going to say. You know, 10-4. Same as Steve Sharp. Staff Sergeant Steve Sharp. No. Oh, Auntie Ernie, you demon or what? Come on, I saw that. I can sense you too, you know that? I can sense people. I'm empathic. I can sense. If you're thinking about me, I can sense that. Yeah, you're thinking of young Uncle Rod. I know what you thought. I haven't got rid of James yet because James suffered a lot. It's the only reason why James is still around. And he should have been getting paid. From the time he was 23, he should have been getting a government salary. And he should have been studying and doing stuff like that. And he didn't get any opportunities. I don't think that's very fair. Recompense is mine, saith the Lord. Oh. So be easy on him. I know he's probably suffering, but yeah, he can't cover me. He can't cover my ID. Look, I was born in the time of the Lamb. I think I was born on May 25th. Mom says that I have green eyes. I have a picture of me and Mom Uncle Rod with green eyes. Yeah. And all that. So, anyway, I love you all. I love you, Vashti. You're a pretty, you're a funny chick, you old fat ass. You're a funny chick, but you're all right. You know, no, I got people like you work for CBC, so, you know, you're in my mouth. Now, you need to get on that. Get on the royal family and say you're not royal. And if they go, well, yeah, we kind of are royal. Well, then how did they get the royal bloodline, Uncle Rod? Anyone that buys or sells or kidnaps salmon, kidnaps sperm, shall surely be put to death, period. They can't just go, oh, we're just going to abduct him and take some sperm, or we're going to sell him. We're going to sell my son's sperm for some money from the royal family. No. If I find that out, then that's going to be a bad deal. Well, I didn't tell them, man. I'm not in the business of getting rid of children and that, Uncle Rod. But look, man, we can't make black-eyed kids. That's just weird. Or people thinking like Todd, thinking that we're just going to put ink in the ocean and the dyers and the sand dyers dyeing all the oceans and that. No. We are not doing that. He who transgresses in one point is guilty of all. Right? So if Alan Ian McIntosh has my ID, then just go get my ID from him. Well, his clone got brain cancer and died. See, he can't cover my ID. That's not going to happen. That doesn't work for me. So I need my real ID, Uncle Rod. Yeah, my name is James Ian McCall. I am him. And I come from you. All right. I love you guys a lot. And, yeah, no, but I will bury Sid. If he steps out of line once, I will bury him. I don't need shitheads. Same as Robert. I will bury him. Grandma stole your sperm and impregnated fucking Robbie's mom. I already know that. You didn't sleep with her. So, don't get on Uncle Rod for that, Auntie Ernie. He didn't sleep with her. Grandma stole his sperm. Now you know. Smart kid, Uncle Rod. Good night.